Dorothy with Dot Scrapbooking, and this is the project that we're going to work on today. This is the third project for Christmas Story. And look at that pretty nutcracker, and those are little, I don't know, arrowheads, I guess. And I'm just showing all the detail up close because it's kind of hard to tell from a distance just what goes where and, you know, what it looks like from up close. But I love that nutcracker with all the little stars. And the one little kind of snowflake is a wood look cut, die cut. And there's a little bit, and those things are the same thing. There's a little bit of the glitter paper die cuts that those are those little spots and larger spots that I popped out of the little carrier sheet. So anyway, what a beautiful layout. I just love it. So if you haven't subscribed to me, please subscribe. And here comes how I put it together. So here we go with the instructions for the third project. And I just went through all of the instructions for what to do at the very beginning. And what I need is my paint box, because we're going to use some more of the gilt spray to paint like those little arrowheads and a couple of other little details. So I'm just going to make a little, they say to make a little pool. Look how it absorbs though. Boy, it gets sucked right in. By the time I get all my pieces in there, my little pool's down to almost nothing. So I'm using the newer stylus that we've had. We've had it for a while. The old one was just really, wow, super, super old. So I'm going ahead and see, it already absorbed. So I'm having to spray some more. So I'm making some dots on the journaling sheet. There we go. See, so that stylus comes in real handy for doing stuff like that. That almost looks like spooky cat eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and take a sponge and just kind of sponge those little, I don't know what else to call them other than arrowheads. They're kind of almost like a paperclip kind of idea with a shape to it. So I'm going to hold it down with my straw that I keep in there and just clear off some of the gold spray. So I'm going to go ahead and put the gold spray back and let these things dry. And I got some splatters on the journaling sheet, but you know, as far as I'm concerned, that just enhances it. So I'm not even worried about that. In fact, I should probably put more spray on there. So here we go back to what's next. And, you know, I've got to watch out because I've got all this gold spray on me now and it dries real fast. But then you have to kind of scrape it off your skin, off your fingers. So I'm going to go ahead and set my plastic bag aside, get that glare out of the way. And I kind of separated the pieces to go with its particular background. And so the left-hand page, now this is exclusive paper to the workshop kit. And that's what you get with our workshops. You get exclusive paper that is not even shown in the catalog and you cannot buy it. But I love this because it looks just like a Christmas sweater. Looks like something you'd wear in the winter. And this plaid is real cute too. Like a little pajama shirt with some black pants would be real cute for Christmas morning in that plaid. And then we've got this piece. This is 11 by 11. And we're showing the little light, probably linen, gray linen side of the paper with the little detail. There's quite a few pieces on this page. And so if you had the plaid up, it would be probably a little overwhelming. So I'm going to go ahead and put this, I think it's like an inch over from the left-hand side, thereabouts. And then the plaid banner goes like maybe an inch or so over from the edge of the sweater paper. I'm calling it the sweater paper. Excuse me. And unfortunately, I don't have the top of the paper in there, but it's going right to the top edge of the paper. The linen paper, just so you know. Okay, always running out of Tombow. Here we go. I'm going to add this banner. Now, this was a die cut banner, so it was easily popped out, and it's dropped down a little bit from the tops of the other banners. So we've gone through a lot of the stickers, but this one shows that these little banner stickers go over to the left-hand side there. And I'm putting one down, the tan one down, and then this one's going to be almost to the edge of the gray paper. And then we've got another little guy that is coming over close to that, and this little one is getting butted up to the edge, over the black one, the thin black one. And then we've got a star. And aren't these stars so pretty coming off the sticker sheet? So, and they're really tiny. Those stars are super tiny. And so here's one of the, I'm calling them snowflakes for lack of a better description. But I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of liquid glue to put it down. And same thing for this littler snowflake. But then I'm also going to put a little blob of glue right there in the center, and I'm going to use my tweezers and pick up one of the tiny glitter papers. Whew, really is tiny. Kind of hard to pick up. And then it sticks to you. What can you do? It's amazing how just that little bit enhances the snowflakes. It was really kind of surprising to me. So this is kind of an interesting idea. So we've got this like 4 1/4 by 4 1/4 piece of scarlet paper, and then those little black strips are like 4 1/4 inches long by maybe 1.5 or thereabouts, 1 1/4 maybe. And it goes down, and it is part of the scarlet. So you can put, excuse me, a 4 by 6 picture on the black and red background. So how cool is that? I mean, I just don't remember doing that in a workshop, and you've got a little bit of space in between. And then down in the corner is going to be Deck the Halls, but of course I'm going to use a little of the anti-stick pouch. It's actually an anti-static pouch, but you can also, since it's powder, you can kind of use it as an anti-stick also. So I'm just putting the pictures and getting those in their order. And then we've got Deck the Halls. And see, I put the powder on the corner so that the picture can fit underneath. And this is just going to slide into place up behind the picture. And there's nothing that stops the picture from going right up to the edge. I really like that. That's kind of effective. And they kind of look, they look like they're actually brass. So, and I think we've got a Santa's Visit or something, little phrase up there on the top. So I'm trying to go through all of the things to make sure I'm not missing anything. And it's very easy. There's enough small pieces that it's very easy to miss something. And of course, we've got some baubles for Christmas, some Christmas balls. And another little one that goes close. And then we've got the little bird sitting on top of the Christmas ball. How cute is that? I have to tell you, I love these little stars because number one, they're so shiny. They really stick out on this layout. Just trying to get it in place. And trying to make sure I've got all my pieces. Now that one's going to go there. We have another little star going kind of in between the deck the halls and the ball. And another. You don't want a star to just be all by itself. And see, I'm finding it easier to just kind of put them onto the tweezer, grab them from my fingers. And so there we've got another little flake. I do like these wood look pieces, and I'm just putting some dots where there's going to be other embellishments, either stars or little round circles. So we have a little tag that's going there, and another couple of little snowflakes. Here we go. I'm just moving right along and putting some of the gold paper dots on the glue. And I'm going to add just a little bit, a tiny little dollop of glue, and I'm going to put the little bitty circles there that I had to use the little hole punch, not the hole punch, the little pokey tool to get them out. Pardon, my head keeps on getting in the way. So I think I've got most of the pieces down on the page 1. Now page 2, I'll go back and, I have to go over and make sure that I've got every little detail on there towards the end. So now this is also the same idea as the black and red paper, where we put one piece down, and that's just the solid cardstock, and then we've got the printed paper that's going to go next to it to kind of fill in the gap for the rest of the 11 by 11 paper. And here comes my favorite. And I'm making sure that I've got the little designs on the paper pointed in the right direction, because it would make a difference. It would make me crazy to have one going up and one going down. So you want to double check that before you go and cut. And then also we've got, our plaid. So we're mimicking a lot from the first page. Don't be intimidated by doing the banner cuts. I just do a cut in the center and then go 45 degrees up from the corner to the end of the original cut. So I'm just trying to figure out how exactly do they want the layout here. And they don't want it all the way over to the edge. It's more centered than anything. And I'm using my T-square to kind of line up the paper. And I'm kind of not sure. I think it's a 4 by 4 1/4 by 4 1/4, and then the 3 by 4 or 3 1/4 by 4 1/4 goes down at the bottom, I think. No, maybe not. That looks like a 3 by 3 that's going there. You kind of have to watch which thing goes on first, because you'll get yourself in trouble. So this is going to go all the way like 3 inches over from the right-hand side. And I'm using the T-square to show that. So it's like, maybe it's 1 1/2 or so. And we're going all the way to the top of the paper. And then the plaid is going to be more centered. I think I'm falling asleep while I'm doing this. Goodness. So that goes all the way to the top and comes in a little bit, and then the dark red, the scarlet red, is going to go under. Like that. So it goes maybe a half an inch or so over from the edge of the red paper, the scarlet paper, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And I probably should have waited so to put the scarlet, the paper rectangles on there. So I'm just going to go ahead and put the paper, the picture holder there, and this is going to go to the edge like that. There's going to be a little showing on the top and bottom, and it needs to go over to the edge so that you get both black and red showing behind the picture. And same thing on that side. Kind of an interesting idea that we have one color on one side, another color on another. And this is just going to be the black mat, and it's going to go up close to the 4x4. And of course, we've got our journaling. You do not want to forget the journaling, and that's going over just a tad over from the edge of the paper. And this little piece from the die cut glitter paper, gold glitter paper, is going above the black line there on the journaling sheet, and you get 'Tis the Season is going to be over there. And there's also kind of a cool bunch of bells that's going to go up there. And I'm just putting all the little tabs where they belong. Every little bit of thing is a point of interest. Okay, and then we've got another little bauble and another little bauble. I actually have Christmas ornaments looks just like those things. My goodness. And there's our bells. So we have like a little different things to put. There's all sorts of different sayings to put down under the pictures. So you can kind of choose depending on what goes with your pictures. Then we've got our stars coming. There we go. They're so tiny. I'm telling you, they're really hard to get my fingers to work with them. And then we've got a bigger star down there. That reminds you of first grade, getting stars for your work. Back when I got stars from my work. Now I have to put my own stars on my work. Look at that. Okay, so I'm just putting some little Tombow dots down, and that's where some more embellishments are going to go. So we've got another snowflake. That's what I'm calling the snowflake. So, all done. We used them all up. And then they're each going to get a little bauble in the middle. This is just so easy to, I'm kind of glad that I used the little dish to put all the little things in, because it was so easy to find everything. There we go. We have a few things left over. So I might use some of them and maybe save some of them for another time. There we go, one more gold paper. I really like these. I like having the dark colors and then you've got the gold being so glitzy and cute. So I'm just trying to make sure, do I have everything where it's supposed to be? So let's see, page 1. And I'm just going to go side by side and go make sure I've got everything according to the picture, that I didn't leave anything out. I think the Nutcracker is my favorite, though, I have to say. I think he's a beautiful Nutcracker. There we go. One more. Always room for one more. So that is page 1, and then page 2. I think we've got everything covered there. And what a beautiful layout. Isn't that pretty? I especially like, I think my favorite is the sweater paper. But I really like this layout. So if you like it, let me know. Give me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it.
Hi, I'm Dorothy Smith. Thanks for watching my video, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel and learn along with me. Thanks. Bye-bye.